week on Living Cars, we took you on a bygone era of automobiles at the Heritage Transport Museum in Haryana. And this time around, Ridhima gets you the part 2 as she goes beyond cars and bikes. Why don't you go ahead and take a look at that?
Now we get a lot of queries every week and the questions are almost same. People want to know how the evolution of transport happened, how the evolution of automobiles happened. Now if you had the same questions and have been itching to get some answers, then you've tuned in to the right place.
Now if you were wondering why I was talking about the evolution of transport, it's because the structure that I am in is making me go down a history lane. And it's not just a history lane of nostalgia, but a lot of information as well. Last week we showed you the fascinating world of Tarun's cars and two-wheelers from India's first Heritage Transport Museum, and I must say, I still haven't recovered from its beauty. This week, it's feast time. We go 360-degree with the modes of transport that we all live with. Let's begin with a trip on wheels, the royalty way. Meet the Jodhpur Saloon 1980.
Do you want to take us through this saloon for our viewers? I see this bedroom and there's this dining room, there's a small kitchen.
Right. The way it's been designed is it's a two-bedroom mini apartment, in simpler words.
Right.
It's got two bedrooms, a toilet, a living room where we are sitting at the moment, and a kitchen attached to it. This whole saloon is about 60 feet long. It's a meter gauge. Right. The maximum speed these saloons used to run used to be 60 kilometers per hour, so they never used to go beyond that. The entire body of the saloon is built with Burma teak. Right. Sheffield and Company in the 1930s had built the saloon. Initially it was used for the various senior people of the railways to travel from one place to the other. Right. It was designated with the Bombay-Baroda Central India Railway.
Recharting the destiny of the Jodhpur Saloon has been a long-haul journey for Tarun. After having negotiated with the railway authorities for years, the saloon was given to him. But after that, the real work began. It was time to restore it. The new layout now has an elongated living space that runs through a corridor to the master bedroom. The kitchen continued to have its space, though was modernized. Once the layout was done, it was time to redo and restore the interiors. The princes of Bikaner helped Tarun with the floral patterns and glasswork on the ceilings. Austrian artifacts, antiques from Hyderabad, all put together made up the redone saloon. Restoring this beauty hasn't been easy, and Tarun talks about the hindrances for Indian restorers.
But just talking about the entire process of procurement, how difficult it is, especially in a country like India. Restoration is not easy.
It is very difficult. Cars are much easier because people have them in their own houses. You don't get trains on the roads, you don't get trucks on the roads. So it's been a struggle with the government to give these things to collectors so that they can preserve it, because this is a part of the heritage of transportation in our country. And unless until some of us take initiatives like this and try and preserve them, the government is not interested in preserving them.
Now, as I had said earlier, we were on a quest to see and understand the various modes of transport history. Our next stop is not on the roads, but high up in the air. It is the fighter J-3C.
It's a trainer aircraft. It came in India in 1946. And as Indian aviation was being developed at that time, all the pilots got training on these type of aircrafts so that they could fly larger planes. We had again participated in an auction in Lucknow, and although I was not the highest bidder, because of some technical error of that gentleman who was the highest bidder, his bid was disallowed and we were able to get that aircraft.
Coming back to Mother Earth, Tarun also boasts of a collection of trucks and buses that greet you right as you enter the museum.
As I entered the museum, I saw trucks and buses done with different graffitis. That's been done by Manish Arora.
Yes.
And I see a lot of Bollywood motifs on it.
That's right.
So a lot of Indian aesthetic that have been used?
That's true. That's true. Manish Arora has designed these trucks. And, quiche, basically that quiche, and Bollywood, everybody loves Bollywood.
If you had thought we had covered all modes, then you're in for a rare treat. How is any evolution complete without meeting the modes from where it all started? For this, meet the buggies and tange as they're popularly called. These vehicles are now rare and hardly seen. But ask your grandparents and they will have tales to tell you. All of these, like the others, have been done up with months of hard work and labor.
The romance of the vintage era, infused with the evolution of the automobile industry, is always a fascinating tale to tell and to hear. Now, how many of us actually pay attention to the aesthetics and motives that come together to get our loved pieces of automobiles rolling on the roads? We hope you enjoyed watching a series on this vintage era as we give you a glimpse into this glorious period.